everybody, welcome to my channel All Stitched Up. I am Beth and today is Tuesday and it's Truth Tuesday. I have really been mulling over different things to talk about since it's the new year, and I would love to hear from you guys and hear what you would like to hear about. No subject is off limit. Oh, my hair has a crazy thing right there. Sorry. No subject is off limits. I will definitely take everything into consideration that you guys suggest. Feel free to email me any suggestions that you have. Feel free to comment below with any suggestions that you have, any kind of video that you might be interested in seeing in this next year or this next month or next week. And I will do my best to get everything checked off the list. So this week, I actually had received an email from someone the other day, and I'm not going to name her name just because she had kind of shared some personal stuff with me in the email, but she just really loved the candidness, I guess, of my last video when I talked about, anxiety a little bit and motherhood. And so I just kind of thought I would do a Truth Tuesday about motherhood. Again, as I do in some of my videos, I like to leave a little disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. All my videos are strictly my feelings, my opinions. So, you definitely do not have to take what I say and run with it. Because like I said, these videos are really just my life. And I'm just really grateful that some of you have taken a hold of them and have appreciated them for what they are, because it really is a helpful thing for me to sit down and do these once a week. Not gonna lie, sometimes it's kind of stressful to find the time to do these. Like right now is winter holiday still for my son, so he's hanging out. The dog is kind of freaking out a little bit because it's snowing a lot right now, and so there's people outside clearing off their cars, so he wants to play with them. And so he will stand at the window and he will bark at them. So we might have a child come in, we might have a dog come in, we might have a child and a dog come in. We might even have a cat come in. Who knows? We're getting crazy on this first video of the new year. And again, I hope you guys had a good new year. We were really low key. We had a nacho bar and I had a friend, we had a friend come over. My husband literally fell asleep before midnight. I fought to stay awake and went to bed at probably 12:15. So we are wild and crazy. But anyways, I'm rambling. This video, like I said, is about motherhood. Before I got pregnant, it was kind of just one of those things where I was like, meh, we'll have a kid if we have a kid. And we weren't on birth control, so it was kind of it's gonna happen at some point, And so I would say probably a year after stopping birth control with my husband, we got pregnant. And normally I'm kind of the type of person that really has a genuine fear of the unknown. So obviously being pregnant was a huge unknown. But once I got pregnant, I was not nervous at all. It was kind of the first time in my life where there was a purpose, I guess, if you will. And my pregnancy was great. I never got morning sickness, which was awesome. And yeah, I got a nice round belly. I loved it. I embraced it. I owned it. And it was awesome. I loved being pregnant. And my labor was fine. There wasn't anything crazy about it. From start to finish, so from water break to birth, it was 23 hours. That in and of itself is a feat of just anything. Childbirth is insane. I've never experienced anything like that again, or before, and I probably never will again because I don't think we're going to have kids anymore. Well, actually, I know we're not going to have any more kids. So yeah, but once he was here, as horrible as this is going to sound, I loved my son as soon as I saw him, but there was not an immediate connection, if you will. It was kind of a situation where I had this new baby. He was beautiful and amazing, and yes, I loved him, but it wasn't I didn't feel a bond immediately. Honestly, I feel once he had been around for a few days and I had time to actually connect with him and maybe get over the traumatic nature of childbirth. And once I actually slept, because I literally didn't sleep for like 2 or 3 days, and it was crazy. But once I got my bearings about me, and once I was able to actually spend time with this new little human being, I started to bond with him. And at this moment now, I mean, I'd do anything for this child. I'd take a bullet for this kid. Like, he is my everything. He, in my physical world, there's my husband and my son, and they are it, you know? And it just, I will probably stammer a lot because keeping collective thoughts these days is kind of hard, and I apologize. But he's everything, you know? We definitely make sure that we do everything we can for him, especially with him being autistic. You know, we try and make sure he has every possible avenue to help him thrive and grow, and that is important. You know, we are advocates for him at this point. But, you know, that being said, that's not to say that sometimes being a mom is like the most ridiculously hard thing in the world. Period. Like, I've lost a sense of myself from being a mother. I've lost a sense of identity, I guess you could say. Like, really, my identity feels like I am his mother. I feel like that's what God put me on this earth to do. That is my purpose, is to be his mom. And I want to be the best damn mom that I can be. And that means sacrificing a lot. And I don't think any of those books that you read before you have kids prepare you for that. There's no preparation for the everyday, real life, boogers, poop, and throw up, crying, frustration, tantrums. Like, there's nothing. It's the school of hard knocks. Like, it really, really is. And I feel like I'm still rolling through my degree. You know, there are some days when I can't get enough of my child, like hugging him, snuggling him, doing things with him. And then there are some days where I'm like, I really can't wait for your dad to get home because I need a minute to myself. Like, I need to process my day. I need to think. Some people might think that that's selfish, but you know what? If you sat down and you really thought about it, you would agree. You know, this is not an easy job. And that's, I mean, it's life, but it is a job, and it's a sometimes very thankless job. I suffer from depression and anxiety pretty bad, and some seasons are way worse than others. And right now, I am definitely going through a very rough season for that. And so being a mom is like amplified. The difficulty is just so much harder than when I'm in my good season. Also with health issues that are going on, you know, that too is tough. And, oh, hang on 1 second. Okay. So like I said, that in and of itself is hard, you know, trying to be the best mom that you can when you can't even be like a person is hard. And I lean so hard on my husband for this, and I've just started going to therapy. And, you know, it just, hopefully I can get things figured out because I want to be the best version of myself that I can be. And I'm not being fair, I feel like, to my husband. I'm not being fair to my son. And I don't like that. And I feel like sometimes, too, that puts extra pressure on me. I put pressure on myself, really. That's what it is. And anxiety and depression keep me from doing a lot of things. They keep me home a lot. And I don't like that. I wish I could change that like that. I wish I could, but I can't. It takes time. And I'm working on that so I can do everything that I know I need to do in a day. Being a stay-at-home parent is a lot. Like, it's a lot. You do so much that you don't even think about before you start this journey. And it just, like I said, it takes a toll on who you are as a person. My child is insane. Give me a second. So, like I said, child and dog, they're here at the same time. But I mean, yeah, you give up so much of yourself for everybody else, and it is a very thankless job. And you know what? You just get over that. You have to. Because if you don't, it's going to drive you crazy. Like, literally crazy. And like I said, I want women to know that you don't have to suffer in silence. Like, if you feel like you're having a rough go at life, talk to your friends. If you have a church family, talk to your pastor. If you just have no family, you know, find someone to talk to, because it's not easy. And, you know, I feel like women, even like right after they give birth, they have postpartum depression, and they don't necessarily get help for that either. But, you know, my son's 3, and I don't really consider this postpartum, but this is real, this feeling that you get sometimes. And, you know, getting help for that is crucial, because you don't want to suffer through this alone. You don't want your family to have to suffer through this as well, because they are suffering through this. They may not see it as that, but, you know, if you can't give 100% of yourself to yourself, if you can't give 100% out in the world with your family and your child, you know, there's something that's going to start to lack. And that's where I feel like I am right now. A lot of things I feel like are lacking. So I'm working on that. I really am trying to get out of this and to be a better person for not only my family, but for myself. Because it can't keep going like this. It really can't. I do want to thank you guys for all of your support and your love, and, you know, reaching out to me via email or through YouTube are awesome. I love reading your emails. And like I said in the beginning, if you guys have some ideas of things that you would like to see, just let me know. I'm going to kind of cut this one a little bit short today, because I do feel like I could go on and on and on about this. But have a good rest of your day. I'm going to enjoy the snow. I'm going to clean up my office. My husband and I mounted my TV in my office to the wall yesterday. So now I have like this nice open desk area across from me that I need to start to utilize. And my office is a mess. My office is always a mess. Like, I'm probably in here 15% of the week, and it literally looks like I'm in here 100% because it looks like a tornado. But have a good rest of your day. I will see you guys next week, and I thank you again for watching. And my son found a gecko. Have a good day, guys. Bye. Hi. You guys thought you were going to get rid of me, but not that easy. So, I received a text message from my friend Krista that her little guy Graham thinks he can talk to me through YouTube. And you know what? Why not? Graham, how are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Be really good for your mama. And I will talk to you soon. Bye, buddy.